what's up? Boy, oh boy, we have not spoken in a while. Since last Friday. I believe it could have been before that. Last Wednesday? My. What is up, Navy vet? Christina Love. My friends, Victoria C. Good to see you. Rhonda Lemker. Good to see you, Shannon. Always a pleasure. Sunny Skies entered the room yet? I'm sure they have. Amsdave, Appalachia Badger. What's up? Last Wednesday, my. Time flies when you're winning bigly. You know this. Navy Vet, we will get to all the posts today. I have them lined up as well as a little bit of news. Remember, we're always going to keep the mirth top notch. Got to keep it up because what we are headed into, I believe, is going to be pretty brutal. I believe we are setting up for some sort of revolution. You know this. We're seeing bits and pieces of it, but I don't think we've seen anything yet. Nothing yet. So make sure you're armed. Make sure you got your food, your water, and make sure you're tuned into your favorite YouTube channels and your Twitterers out there as well, because it is a battlefield, guys. An absolute battlefield. It is good to see each and every one of you. I'm glad we are here today. Navy Vet, we'll get to that. Oh, man. Rex Kwando. What's up? Good to see you. I love the name, by the way. Jeff Clapp. What's up, Jeff? I like the way that Jeff is spelled. Remember Jeff Ogilvy, the golfer? He used to be one of my favorite. Jennifer Birch, it's good to be back. Good to see you here. Vibrant Love. Good to see you. Paulette in Boston. What's up, Paulette? Good to see you, Paulette. Always a pleasure. DC, what's up? Joseph, where we go one, we go all. Absolutely. BP, what's up, BP? Movement Soldier, in God we trust. Sup, my dude? What is up? Hey, if you're new here, welcome. Let us know in the chat. And how you found us. I really like to know. I really like to know how you found us. And if you're new here, please go ahead and subscribe. You found the comfiest corner of the internet, I can promise you that. Also, make sure you follow me on Twitter at TRUreporting. Make sure you follow me on Parler at TRUreporting1985. These links will be in the chat. Also, guys, if you want to become a Patreon member today, we have over, I think we hit 250. So if you want to make it, 251, 252, 253, make sure you do so. Anything can happen in this channel, and make sure you subscribe to the backup channel, TRUreporting 2.0. It would mean a lot to me. It really would. We're about to hit 20K over there, and if anything happens here, we gotta be able to get the message out on that backup channel. But God willing, nothing will happen. We've seen the Q post today about Section 230. I'll sue the hell out of them. I think Red Pill 78, we spoke earlier. Well, I mean, we're just gonna sue for what they do. My goodness, it's really good to be back. This is therapeutic for me. I hope it's therapeutic for you. Make sure you hit that like button. The goal for you is to hit that 1,000 likes before the end of the 2-hour mark. This is also a call-in show, open forum. So make sure you call in, voice your opinion. Let's listen to Kenny G. My gracious, I'll go ahead and put up the numbers. Boom, there you go. If you want to call in, you most certainly can. And the way that you unmute yourself when I call on you, when I click on your name, is *6. All right? So make sure that's how you do it. Oh, my goodness. Deborah Boast, I missed you too. American Trucker, what's up? Oh, my gracious. Well, it's good to be back again. We haven't done this in a week, 7 days. And so much has happened. And we'll get to that. I did a podcast. I've been doing these podcasts on Saturdays. I didn't do one last Saturday, but I did the past 2 Saturdays before that, and one will come out this Saturday. It's a little conspiratorial, which I like, and you'll see it Saturday, but it's about Mercury in retrograde. And so if you've been feeling off, anxious, depressed, isolated, so on and so forth. There's reason for that. I mean, there's a collective consciousness, vibrational effect going around as well, but it also has to do a lot with the planets, our universe, and just what's going on with the environment that we're surrounded in. So, don't feel lost. Don't feel doom and gloom. Don't become a doom lord. Just pray. Keep that Bible near you. It's always good to pray out loud. Words hold weight. You know this. We don't have to talk about it, but it's always good to mention. And I just know it's tough for a lot of people. I know it's tough for a lot of people. It's tough for me. I'm just a guy. I'm nobody special. I mean, it's brutal out there for me. DC says increase your frequency through love and prayer. Absolutely, DC. I totally agree with you. Seabass says riots, and more riots, and they are coming. Absolutely. You saw that. I posted on Twitter. If those two cops didn't get the electric chair, it's just going to happen. They're going to continue to do it. We've seen the U-Haul stuff. They actually found the person who was linked to that U-Haul, who was passing out signs and armor, probably ammo. My gracious. Crazy, crazy times, guys. Oh, this is a nice one. This is nice. A lot of people asking about the punt. I have not spoken with him. JJ says a new drop. We can get to those. Let me move this right over here. But I'm letting you guys know that I really appreciate all the love and support. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. You guys have no idea how much you mean to me. And I could not do this without you. I can promise you that. By the way, I had a really good interview with Denise Boland. She dropped that on her channel today. If you want to get a kind of how all this came to be, you can watch it. And it's pretty good. I liked it. She did a really good job. God bless Denise Boland. Such a sweetie pie. I'm going to pull the numbers down for a minute so we can get through these posts because there's a ton. There are a ton. And then we'll get to some calls after we go through a couple. So again, I mean, we know this stuff, everything coming out with Hunter Biden. He's a drug addict. He's a loser. Possibly been to the islands. I mean, who knows? But, right here, we can see right off the bat, the Senate report links Hunter Biden to trafficking ring. He was messing around with some prostitutes who were then linked to a trafficking ring. Now, this is par for the course. These people are sadistic. They don't have any empathy or remorse for a sex trafficking victim. They make money off of them, right? They make money. And 17 says no media coverage, barely any. Why is that? Because it's Mockingbird media. That's why. They want to keep it silent. This is election year. It's going to get nuts. And they don't want it out there. The same people who control the media are the same people who are a part of an evil and corrupt system? Sure. Absolutely. The media is controlled. There's 6 major companies that control every bit of media that comes through your television. Thus, you turn it off and you hang out with Thomas on True Reporting. That's what you do, because you're going to get real news. By the way, I don't mean to toot my own horn, but the last about 5 or 6 podcasts that I've dropped, straight fire. Fire. It's hot. Straight fire. So make sure you check those out. Put a lot of effort into that, and you guys are definitely showing with the numbers. The suppression, my guys. I mean, the suppression on this channel is unbelievable, and you're still pulling, 40, 50,000 views. That you're killing it, guys. And I am so grateful for you. You have no idea. And I'm grateful to the Lord for giving me the opportunity to be able to do this for you all, so that we can have this tight-knit group. It's very intimate. There's a lot of love. There's a lot of support. And it's not just for me. It's for all of you. My platform is your platform. Always know that. So again, the same people who control the media are the same people who basically control this corrupt system. System of control. Crimes against humanity reiterated time and time again within the September 23rd drops. You are not meant to think for yourself. No, you are not meant to challenge their power or control. Sure, obey and accept. You must obey and accept them, right? Illusion of a democracy. Yes. Illusion of freedom. Yes. Why does the media push division, incite violence, pit race versus race, religion versus religion, sex versus sex, and class versus class? Because we're weak when we're divided. This is just warfare. It's warfare. They've been doing it so long. And, gradually this movement will start to get out there. I don't know how many Trump supporters even really know about this, but I think it's more than we think, perhaps. Could be less, but it doesn't matter. The movement is growing. And that's why they suppress. That's why they're knocking out all these Twitter accounts left and right. This is what they do. But again, divided, we are weak. Divided, we fight each other. Divided, you pose no threat to their system of control. And this is for newbies to come in here and be like, oh, that makes sense. That makes complete sense. The two-party system is part of the same bird, right? The two-wing system that's part of the same bird is equally destructive. Because it's the same machine, right? It's a death machine. Divided, you pose no threat to their system of control. Unity is strength, it's power, and it's humanity. And I think everyone in this room knows that. I think we all know that. Control media plays a major role in shaping the narratives, shaping your reality, right? It keeps you powerless and helpless and asleep, unaware of the truth. Enemy of the people, enemy of humanity, thus crimes against humanity. Get rid of it, please. Then we can see here. This looks like, I don't know if I can play this without getting flagged. So this psycho, I can't play this, but it basically, followers of the conspiracy group you know who could have a significant influence in the 2020 election. Tonight's episode of 60 Minutes, blah, blah, blah. They're going to bash us. Hit piece after hit piece. But why is that? Why do they do this? Because we're a threat? Because we're growing? Everyone has to make a choice, right? Against all enemies, foreign and domestic. And you think that woman's a reporter? Please. She's groomed. She's brought up through the rankings. This is what they do. They're given a narrative and they're basically saying, listen, I don't know if that woman's been through MK Ultra or whatever, but she's basically has a gun to her head saying, listen, you say this, narrative, or you're fired. That's not journalism. That is the furthest thing from journalism. That's propaganda. And you know this. Who controls in the kill box wields significant influence, referencing the Clinton Democrat Party. Significant influence, right? George Soros. Oh my goodness, so many of them. The Rothschilds, Rockefellers, you know all this, right? Who wields significant influence with the Hussein Party, right? And we can go into the Clinton emails just to check it out. I have not clicked on this yet. But, oh wow, unclassified department. Yep, Soros, I was right. So I haven't even looked at it and I knew what it was, right? Jeff is here April 25th, 27th on my radar screen for the DC meeting. This is what they do. Who controls this stuff? Who wields significant influence? Soros. He's backed by the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers. He's been backed by these people since 1987, if not beyond that. I looked at an article the other day about it. I think Julian's Rum posted it. 1987, he was given $5.1 million to influence an election. I mean, that's cake, right? Different factions, foreign primary control, sure. Who paid Hussein's Harvard Law degree? I believe the Saudis, correct? Who financed Hussein's political life? I believe it's the Saudis. Who is Prince Alawid bin Talal? Talal? Whatever? You're irrelevant? You're an enemy? Why are Hussein's school records under seal? Because of where he came from. Not American, right? He's an agent. He's a top-ranking CIA agent. Competing factions, each with a horse in the race, seeking direct White House control. The U.S. military, plus trillions overseas transfer of U.S. taxpayer funds. Slush funds, right? All slush funds. all working together, coordinated on our dime. On our dime. We're paying to get screwed. We're paying for all of this that's happening outside our door. We're funding it too, through our money. Makes you sick, doesn't it? Arm yourselves. We'll take it all back. We'll take it all back. Letting you know. Letting you know. What happens to the U.S. taxpayer funds transferred overseas under the guise aid of military, climate, etc. Slush funds. That's what I said. Slush funds. U.S. taxpayer funding the destruction of America. I haven't even read this, and it makes so much sense. We are funding the destruction of ourselves. How genius, isn't it? But not anymore with a 40,000-foot view. You'll never do it again. You'll never do it again. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Post 4751. Again, I haven't read this. I haven't read it. I've been doing other stuff. What is this? System of control. The 4 families, 3 generations. Look at this. Brown, Pelosi, Newsom. Who else is in this smorgasbord of death? And Getty. Governor approves Squaw Valley concession for Newsom and Pelosi. Partners in the Squaw Valley. Newsom informally adopt Gordon J. Paul. Then you have Jerry, the governor. Nancy, Paul, and Ron, House Speaker. Barbara, Tessa. W.M. Jr. appoints W.M. Jr. as a judge. As judge, helps change trust law to benefit Gordon's retirement, administrations, and Gordon's trust. Just look at this. Look at what they do. Getty's informal adopt. Gavin, plump jack business seated by Getty trust Billy. They've been in it for what? 40 years? 50 years? That's what they do. That's what they do. No more. Post 4752. John Solomon. Gone. Why? Why? Can someone give me an explanation as to why? And don't say that because he was posting real stuff. Because he was posting truth. He was just posting information. Nothing bad. He gets deleted. But somebody dropping pictures of 12-year-old girls in bathing suits, hey, they can stay. They can stay, right? Because this is all, fair game. It's all an even playing field. The furthest from it. Post 4753 from the big dog, Daddy Trump. Dopey Prince Alatoweed wants to control our U.S. government and politicians with daddy's money. Can't do it when I get elected. He knows. He was already read in about everything. He was briefed about all of this. All of it. Then we got another post, 4754. From the Ingram angle, the world is waking up. Virus or election? Check this out. President needs to say this in every single speech. We know at CNN and MSNBC will not tell you this CV truth. The U.S. government last week updated the survival rates, i.e. if infected with COVID. 0 to 19, you're fine. 20 to 49, you're fine. 50 to 69, you're fine. 70 and older, be a little careful. Didn't seem to report it much. Why should they? They're the Mockingbird media, right? Why should they? Sick people. I haven't seen my family since November because of them. You don't think I don't want redemption? Listen. What's going to come to them is going to be tenfold in return. I can promise you that. Because I know a lot of people out there are sick and tired of isolation, especially if you live in a blue state. God help you. God help you. And I'm going to say this. Listen. If you live in a blue state during the week of the election, that wherever the election falls, I know it's November 3rd, 4th, get out of town. I'm telling you, get out of town. It's going to get brutal. brutal. So, if there are any more Q drops, we'll hop into those later on. But you get what I'm saying, don't you? You see what's going on, don't you? We are at a full-blown war. It is a full-blown war. If you're enjoying the show, please go ahead and hit that like button. We're almost halfway to 1,000. 1,000 likes is the goal. I would really appreciate it. People, if you can tell by my voice, it's a little off. I actually went to the mountains to get away and just the change of atmosphere, I think. Cold to hot. I lose my voice. My voice! You get it. I do have some new stuff too. This is the best music, I can tell you that. You get the jams, you get the news. Don't do that. Thank you. You get it all. It is what it is. I just hope you like it. This is a safe space. Shan. I'll do it. I'll do it. Let's go ahead and take some calls. Goodness gracious, I hate when it does that. Let's take some calls. Remember, when I call on you, please, please, please mute your stream. Mute your stream. And let's go ahead and get into some phone calls. Let's stay on target, all right? We got a lot of calls. Let's go ahead and start down here. Bang, bang. Brooke, you need to turn on your microphone, okay? And I'll come back to you. Press *6 when I call on you, okay? 6781, are you there? 6781, please go ahead and turn on your microphone. You're gonna do this to me, 6781? Hit *6 to open up the line. We'll go here. 2243, what's up? 2243, you are on the show. We are live. 2243. All right, we're gonna go with an oldie but a great man. A great man. Aaron, are you able to unmute? Okay, 2243, you can hear me finally.
Hello.
Hey, who is this?
Debbie.
Debbie, what's up?
Hi, Thomas.
Hi.
I have an idea that things are going so weird for the left. Like, we're seeing weird things, and the one that sticks out the most to me is the exchange with Nancy Pelosi and George Stephanopoulos on Sunday morning.
Okay, I'm not aware of that. Can you bring us up to speed?
Oh my God, you've got to see it. Oh my God. Anyway, oh my God, I don't know if I can explain to you. They were talking about, have you heard her mention the thing about the arrows in her quiver?
I heard tell of that.
Okay, well, she's basically saying that she has a lot of arrows in her quiver.
Yes.
And I guess what she's implying is that she will use all of them in order to get her way about the filling the seat business.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Anyway, she was on his show Sunday morning.
Okay.
And he questioned her about the quivers. he was talking to her for a while. Everything was fine.
Mhm.
And then he said to her something like, oh, I'm going to screw this up, but I think you'll get the gist.
Mhm.
Something like, you mentioned you're going to use all the arrows in your quiver.
Mhm.
Can you tell us what you meant by that? Something to that effect.
Mhm.
And she goes, she goes, morning. She goes, good morning. Sunday morning. And his face was like, what the hell is she saying?
Wow.
Am I still on? Oh, okay. I hear weird stuff in the background.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, she just went off on a tangent that had nothing to do with the question.
Mhm.
But anyway, you have to see that. Please try and see it.
I have seen. I do believe I saw that. It's from Alex Lee Pressey. It's like a malfunction.
Yeah. Oh, it was so weird. But anyway, my question is, and it has to do with your most recent podcast.
Okay.
You said something about if the left seems a little off, maybe it's because the white hats are controlling them. Is
Yes.
that what you meant?
Yes.
Like making them make fools of themselves.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And I stand by that. And I've been saying that for months now. I think.
Actually had.
Mhm.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say that I think that they are being controlled. I think that no one in their right mind, if they wanted to win an election, would throw Biden even at the front just to take him back off. It just seems so, I don't know. It's too exposing of how backwards they are. It's not a well-oiled machine. It really shows just how listen, these people, I understand Q says that they're stupid. They may not get technology and that sort of thing, and they're old and they may have left their numbers up like Hillary Clinton. Like the NSA is not going to have all of everything that they've done. I think, I mean, yes, they're stupid in that sense, but in other senses, I mean, they've been in control forever, and they truly have. That doesn't make them that stupid. So if they were going to be strategic about this, why would they put Biden up front like that? They would not. I think that all of this is a controlled demolition to actually expose them for what they really are.
Do you think like the white hats are telling them to do these faux pas?
Yes, 100%. You saw the DNC. You saw that when they had Hollywood backings of billions of dollars. I mean, they had Hollywood who can create Star Wars. They can create anything they want to, and that's what they put out. It just doesn't. It's not adding up to me. It seems like it's being controlled. And I would not be surprised about it because the story has already been written. We're just watching it play out. So that's why, again, I consider it's just a controlled demolition from the white hats. Basically, they're the ones with the hand on the wheel. And again,
sorry, do you mean? Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Are you referring to would him picking Kamala be part of this?
Everything is set for them to implode.
Yeah, because that seemed weird to me, and I'm not even. I was a never Trumper, not 2 months ago or so.
Mm-hmm.
I know what they. A matter of fact, I had a big deal with my mother and my sister today because they're lefties, and I'm trying to tell them that the news is lying to them, and they will not believe me.
Nah, you can tell them stuff. You can tell a lefty something, and 24 hours, it's in one ear and out the other. I've tried so hard with others, and they'll say, "Oh, that's interesting. Oh, well, Biden does have some drug problems, and he did have an affair with his dead brother's wife, and now he's tied to a prostitution ring. But I'll look into that." And 24 hours later, they're back asleep in front of CNN. That's just what they do. They're within the system, and I don't know if they'll get out. I don't know. There are
I don't know
casualties
either.
within
That's
this war.
I told him, I said, one night you're going to see Anderson Cooper come on and start telling the truth, and it's going to freak you out.
It may end up like that. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But I do appreciate your call, and I'm glad that you've came over to the other side. And make sure, if you're new here, make sure you subscribe. And if you want to support us, please, please, please become a Patreon.
Yes. Listen, I've been watching the rallies.
Sure.
That man is like a rock star to these people. I've never seen anything like it in my life.
Well, no, he's not a politician, so. And he has the hand of God on him. He's killing it.
They greet him.
I love it.
I mean, the way they greet him when he comes up, when he walks from the plane to the podium, it's like magic.
There's a reason for all of this. But I do have to take another call. I really do appreciate you calling in, and we'll talk soon, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Bye-bye. There we go. Finally. Remember, guys, if you want to talk, you got to hit *6. I'm going to go for Aaron. Aaron's been super loyal to the group. We'll just try to bring him in. Aaron!
How's it going, buddy?
Where have you been, my man?
Ooh, out fighting my battles and winning and staying patient and enjoying the show, dude.
It's brutal out there.
It is, but you know, there's a quote that I like to infer a lot when things get tough, and that's that tough times don't last, but tough people do. Isn't that right?
Oh, that's a great line. I love that. I love it.
Exactly. Yeah. So, anyways, I've been super busy. I hate to say this to you. I'm so busy that I haven't really been able to catch anyone's podcasts really. Yours, Red Pills, X22s. Today's looking a lot better. So I was like, wait a minute, I got to catch up with Thomas because it's been weeks actually. That's a long time.
That's a long time. I have not heard from you in a minute.
Yeah.
So it's definitely good to hear from you, man.
Thanks. I appreciate that. But hey, so talking about what the previous caller was discussing, initially I didn't really, I know you've talked about it on your podcasts, but I haven't really given it much thought, so I wasn't all convinced about it at first. But from what I've seen lately and the stuff that you relative to what you guys just discussed, I actually do think that that's how it's all playing out. And then that makes sense as to why, Q's always saying enjoy the show. It all clicks well together, doesn't it?
It clicks well. And again, what I wanted to say to the last caller, which I'll say to you, which I'm glad you bring up, this is war. Like, this is war, but the war has already been won behind the scenes. But on the other side of the curtain, we're watching it play out. Again, this is war. You will have casualties. People will die. That's what it is. And what I mean by that, I mean by Antifa, the BLM, and you have CV, and then you have all this stuff, and you have a lot of high tensions. Everyone's isolated. Everyone's anxious. You can go into a grocery store and get punched in the face. That's just what it is. That's because we are part of a controlled, simulation that we've been indoctrinated into, and now we're starting to see, especially us, because there is no nicer people out there than people who are I'm not going to say every person that follows Q, but a lot of people who legitimately understand what all this is are the nicest people you will ever meet. And I'll say this, and I'll let you go. Not let you go, but then I'll let you talk. I'll say this. I don't mean to toot my own horn, but I'm not seeing anyone else saying that this is a controlled demolition. So just know where you heard that first.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
So we'll definitely keep that in mind. I want to conclude with something that I saw at my work today. It was cool at first, took a bit of an unfortunate turn, but it was a nice thing to see overall. So one of my coworkers, she was a Bernie supporter. Mm-hmm. Whenever politics came into the subject, she would get all hyped up and emotional about Bernie. Well, I guess she's been doing her research because she recently came out as voting for Trump and talking about stuff that she liked. and she let that slip past her lips at a meeting, and one of the people at the meeting heard her, and I guess got into her face and called her a racist or a traitor or whatever, and just walked out of the meeting. And I think she saw firsthand, how crazy the left has gone, and now she's probably wondering. I haven't asked her this yet, but she's probably wondering what kind of world she got herself out of.
Oh, I mean, you can't reason with them. You can't be sarcastic with them. And sadly, these are the people who side with Antifa because they're so asleep, very, very low IQ. Because if you had a higher IQ, you're able to break out of this. They don't want to have they say that they have an open mind, gay marriage, trans stuff, let's free college for everyone. Let's have an open mind and love everyone. But they're the most close-minded. It's so inverted and ironic, but those are the ones that are the most dangerous. Not saying, actually, I'm not even going to go into that. But what I'm saying is it's hard to wake these people up. And they're going to get left behind because they're not, I don't think they're smart enough to wake up. Because if they're that closed-minded, isn't closed-mindedness and is almost a, what takes place when you basically have a low IQ? I think so.
I would definitely think so. Well, here's the beautiful thing, much like waking up, once you, from what I've seen, once you leave the left, you never want to go back.
Oh my God, no. I think it's not. I think it's for a lot of people out there. It's tough because, and I'll let you go after this, because they feel duped, they feel stupid, and they're like, wow, I've been lied to this entire time. I feel like a dunce. And now I got to face the people who I was an ass to and then go on from there. That's hard for people. That's really tough to be exposed as, wow, I really was not that smart.
Yeah, then they realize how fortunate they are to have been awakened to that. So anyways, good catching up with you. I'll let you go on to the next caller. So as always, keep up the good work, and we'll definitely stay in touch, and even though I might be gone for a while, the next time it happens, just know I'll always come back in sometime down the road. So yeah, keep up the good work, buddy.
Aaron, you're the man. I really appreciate it. It means a lot to me, and it's really good to hear your voice. I promise you that, okay?
Thank you. Take care.
Take care of yourself. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Aaron, one of the best. One of the best. I want to say thank you so much to Christina Love, one of our mods. Thank you so much for the donation. I really appreciate it. Very sweet of you. Trump 2020. Absolutely. And I love the fonts, too, that you send in. I love it. I love it. Guys, again, if you're enjoying the show, make sure you get us to 1,000 likes. We're approaching, we got about 15 minutes to the top of the first hour. We're rocking and rolling. Rocking and rolling. We still have some news articles that I definitely want to bring out. This is what I was talking about earlier with the U-Haul. Okay, we all knew that this was going to happen. When Louisville saw that the cops, had like a $15,000 bond and nothing, who knows what's going to happen to them, they went ape, what. So riders in Louisville had a U-Haul on standby. Yeah, it was just there. Listen. This thing has a license plate. This thing has to be ordered by someone. And then that's what it is. It's just like reporting a stolen car. It's easy to find. And they found the lady. They found her. Wait till you see this pig. Oh, Thomas, that's sexist. Trust me. Riders in Louisville had a U-Haul on Saturday, loaded up with supplies and immediately geared up as soon as Breonna Taylor's decision was announced. These riots are well-funded and coordinated. George Soros. Take a watch.
Hey, somebody with me on this. Let's go.
There it is, just signs and everything else. That lady's walking around with an aluminum bat. Orchestrated and controlled. Right? It's completely organic. Rex Kwando says, it's completely organic, right? So, let me see if I can find the fat pig. Did I lose it? Oh, I know where it is. Let me bring myself back up. Of course, Chris McNall, it was all planned. Please tell me I sent this to my... Oh, okay, this just came through. Oils Engineering Core. Thank you so much for the PayPal donation. Absolutely amazing. Thank you, Oils Engineering Core, if you're listening right now. I really appreciate it. It'll never go unappreciated. I can promise you that. And your generosity is beautiful. Thank you so much. Let's check out this pig. Hold on. Here we go. So you could see her. Woo-wee! Soo-wee! Thomas, that's not nice. Don't say that. Look at this. Let me get this out of here. Boom. Look at that. Oh, my gracious. Now, she was a nice person. I would say, listen, I don't mean to be mean. U-Haul rented out by Holly the Pig Zoller, founder of the Bale Project in Louisville, Kentucky. Louisville, sorry, I know I messed that up. Where did it go? Well, this is her. Here's the visual evidence of Holly Zoller inciting a riot in Kentucky. Look at that. Ooh, look at that right here. Claudette Petchard, thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate it. I look forward to your podcast, Thomas. God bless you. God bless Trump, and God bless the United States of America. God bless you, Claudette. Thank you so much for the 5 bones. I appreciate it. Look at this. Inciting violence. Look at that. Look at that athleticism. Like it looks like I think she's throwing a tasty cake or a Star Crunch, something like that. You know? That's probably what she's throwing. Here she is. This was her at Charlottesville. Look at that. What do you think that waistline is? Huh? Let's get some numbers. What do you think that waistline is? Let's start taking bets. She has goggles on. Imagine. Squirrely girl. Why are all the women so ugly? Right? They are. Because they're so dark and negative. It's true. It's true. They're so filthy. This is her. Rented her out. She should be in prison. She should be in prison. So she's connected to the founder of the Bale Project in Louisville, Kentucky. So I guess that's when these rioters, these agitators get arrested. She goes and bails them out. Who's giving this pig some money, huh? Who's giving this, I'm about to start doing dice. Good gracious. But that's who it was. And it's all being tracked. It's all being tracked. I know people are probably getting triggered. You shouldn't say that. Don't you talk like that. It's true. Now, I wouldn't say that about a nice person, but this person is throwing stuff at police. Let's take another call. To unmute your phone, you hit *6. What's up, 3389? Are you there?
Oh, yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. What's your name?
Okay. Hey, Thomas. This is Dr. Joyce from California. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm triggering some people who think that this this fat lady was. I shouldn't be saying that. But yeah, go ahead.
You know, here's the thing. You know, a lot of these people, if you go back, and as we've seen, you know, you pull up things about them. They've been in jail. They've been, you know, criminals. But if you go back even before that, most of these people are, you know, they're abused. They've been abused, and this is how abused people end up. And my work that I've done with some of the children, a lot of them are literally MK Ultra victims. So, but I'll tell you what, I'm sorry. I had compassion, and I still have compassion. But when they start really hurting other people and their lives and killing people, and I'm in far northern California, and today is probably one of the first days we haven't had, you know, smoky air. So, you know, but getting back to what you were saying about it being controlled, I love what Charlie Ward says. He says, you know, whether it's the White Hats or the Alliance, whatever he calls it, I love it when he says, you know, I think they're being a bit naughty when, you know, with their tweets and their different things, because he's like, the White Hats are controlling some of these stupid things they're coming out and saying, you know, to make them look like idiots.
100%.
Well, just like yesterday, I think it was in the pundit, maybe this morning, about Kamala Harris, what she was saying about Portland, Oregon. She said, oh, you know, we don't need more police. That's not going to help the situation. We just need to reimagine the situation. You know, they use all these flowery bull crap words that, you know, it's like, what does that mean?
It's pseudo-intelligence.
Yeah. Yeah. And then that's the thing too. It's not, you know, I've got family and I'm seeing it. It's not necessarily that these people, and I mean, I don't know, this may be worse. It's not so much about IQ as it is this is in-depth indoctrination. When you work with these people, I see about 35 people a day. And when you work with these people, and they're watching television, it is such a deep indoctrination and programming. I mean, the programming, this gets technical. They knew what they were doing, let me tell you. But it's also more than IQ, it's spiritual. It's a very spiritual awakening. And I have tried, as I know you have, and so many people. And unless there's some child that I'm basically helping from a rescue, that's completely different. But these people that we're walking around with, right, that we're calling left or whatever we're calling, it's not just like my own mom. I cannot wake her up, but she shuts down,
But your mom would never do this.
No. She's not really even a leftist. She's a church lady. She's like, oh, we're just waiting for the Great Tribulation and then Armageddon. And I'm like, oh my God, because that's almost one of the worst. I'm telling you. And I'm a believer. I believe in what the Bible says, but people are misunderstanding the Bible. There's the problem. They've got what I call the church narrative. Well, guess who changed it all? Constantine and the Jesuits. They put this interpretation of what the Bible's really saying into people's minds, and they can't get that out of their head. And they're not understanding. No. We're ascending. We are going into 1,000 years of peace. If you read the Bible correctly, you'll understand that. But that's a whole other topic. God, that could be hours and hours. But they are in for the worst wake up of all those kind of people. They're the ones in the Bible that says they will faint from fear. So, I'm just, all I can do at this point, really, and I'm doing it more. I've probably prayed more in the last 2 years than I've prayed in my entire life.
Me too.
Because, yeah, it's all I can do for some of these people. They're just, and like I said, in seeing it and really being right there in touch with it, with these people, it's not, because it's actually some of the smartest people, or you think they're the smartest people. It's so much not their IQ. It is a spiritual, emotional connection that they have lost. So we know the emotional, that comes from probably the abuse. And then there's no spiritual connection there. So it's the spirit, because that's what the other thing, it shows it in the heavens. There's a picture of the Virgin pouring out the great big like urn. And that is, it says, God's Holy Spirit will be poured out over all the earth. Well, don't you think that's happening right now?
Sure, and when I say low IQ, well, I mean, I'll be completely honest with you. I think most people know in the audience that I voted for Obama. I was a lefty. I was shown the videos of Biden. I was shown the Hillary Clinton emails, and it took me about 2 weeks to realize what was real and what isn't real. So if, like I was telling Aaron, if you are shown these things, and if you're saying that it's all spiritual, which I 100% agree with you, I felt it was a spiritual awakening with me. I think there's also an IQ, definitely a percentage of that if you're not that smart, I don't think you're really going to understand what's going on, and I think you're still going to stay asleep. That's what I meant by low IQ. I don't think many of these people are very smart at all.
Yeah, there's probably a little bit of truth to that, but I mean, I have clients, my patients are professors, are PhDs,
mm-hmm.
and doctors.
Mm-hmm.
That are coming in. And so these are not stupid people, but
mm-hmm.
what they are is, and you'll notice this about the left. Look what they're doing. They're trying to take God out of everything.
Mm-hmm.
There is no stream there of a spiritual conscious. So that, because that's a big part of this. And like you said, it took you a couple of weeks. Well, you know what that's just the processing. You were processing it. And
mm-hmm.
of course that's going to take a while, because we were all blinded by this. We were all, duped, as you said. And we all needed to wake up. And I will tell you this too, and I know you know this, there's different levels of, people that are awake. There's different levels of it. Some people catch on fast. I mentioned this to you when last time I called you was months ago. I think that the White Hats have been in control of a lot of things that are going on for a long time. Now, what's happening now in like these states, the snake's head is gone. The snake's head's been cut off. But these mayors and these governors, I believe they're even doing what they've been told to do. There's nobody really high up for them to go to. This has all been, it is controlled, it is orchestrated. I don't think Soros is in the picture anymore. I think he's gone. But you know what? His kids are still around. And there's still, what I call minions, means, not the bigwigs on the triangle, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah. So anyway, it's good to see you. Good to hear you. I've just been really, really, really busy, and I haven't called in because I don't have time to wait.
I understand.
You get a lot of callers now. You get a lot of callers, so that's great.
Mm-hmm.
That's great.
Oh yeah, we're doing good, especially with the suppression that we're under the rubble. It's amazing we can get a voice out, but I appreciate it. I appreciate you calling in, and people really appreciate you calling in the chat too. So whenever you get free again, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we do it. So call back.
I will. All right. Thanks, guys.
All right. Talk soon. Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Yeah. It is spiritual. I totally agree. 100% it's spiritual. I think the head of the snakes, my personal opinion is I think that the head of the snake is the mainstream media. That's the biggest enemy to the American people, is that. Because think about it. If there was no mainstream media, then these oligarchs, the Rothschilds, Rockefeller, Soros, all of these schmucks that are in positions of power, Comey, Page, Brennan, Clapper, they would never be able to control. They couldn't control all of this just by that amount of people. What is it? A couple thousand people maybe that's in the deep state, players. But think of how much the MSM covers. I think that's the head of the snake, and that hasn't even been touched. Especially if you think of the MSM, think of these tech giants. That's a head of a snake too. Got to get rid of it. Got to get rid of it. That's my opinion on the head of the snake. I don't think the head of the snake's been cut off yet. I think a lot of power's been taken from a lot of the bigwigs. I think she's right on that. But the head of the snake is still there, in my opinion. We're going to go with a 6781. Welcome to the show, 6781.
Hello?
Hi, what's up?
Hey,
Hey, who is this?
this is Aaron.
What's up, Aaron?
Hey.
What's going on?
Oh, sorry. Hey, man, I'm sorry. I was hitting pound 6 instead of star 6. So sorry about that.
Okay, yeah,
so
star
I
6.
I agree with you. The media is, and for people who can't understand this, for people on the left who, when they watch the media, everything agrees with their worldview, so they have no reason to doubt it. Just take a look at China. China
Correct.
has state-run media. Do the
Correct.
Chinese people get real news? No, they don't. Okay, now think about America. All you have to do is control 6 companies, which just takes money, and you can control the minds of the people.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Yeah, it's.
I mean, I think that's a bigger. I think that's a bigger mountain to climb, than these others. Because I agree with Dr. Joyce. I agree with her about that these big time players are definitely being controlled. I've been saying this for months now, but I just think that the head of the snake is still intact.
Yeah, I think so too.
Sadly,
Yeah.
I don't mean to be like, told you so or anything like that, or I'm glad that it is. I wish the whole damn system collapsed, but that's just not the case.
Yeah.
As of yet, it will happen. I think it's ready to self-destruct, but just not yet. I think.
Yeah.
I'll say this, man. I think these next 4 years are about to be incredible. Incredible.
Yes.
I don't think it's all hit yet. I don't even think we're in the storm yet.
No?
No.
But look
I
at
don't
it.
think so.
It's sprinkling. Well, a lot of people have stepped down. I think the storm is underway, but maybe it hasn't hit the eye of the hurricane yet, maybe.
Yeah, I think we're on the outer wall. I don't think we've hit that inner wall yet where it's like nutso,
Well, with Hunter Biden, all this information about Hunter Biden coming out, and there's just so much happening, and I can't believe how much the president has gotten done. He's really making other politicians look like schmucks.
Oh my goodness, I know.
I hope everyone's taking notes. And look at Space Force. I mean, and the possible asteroid hitting, that could be rods of God. Have you heard of that?
Sure, absolutely.
Rods of God.
Mm-hmm.
Satellite that shoots titanium rods into Earth and
absolutely
explosion.
Mm-hmm.
That they could make that look like an asteroid. But let's just hope that doesn't happen. And, because praying helps. And to quote Randy Kramer, Captain Randy Kramer, who teaches psionics, psionics is thought. And when you think of something, that's the power of psionics. You actually create your reality. And that's what prayer is too. You're creating the reality. You're putting it out there.
Manifesting it.
Yes. In fact, I have a friend who calls me every night at about 10:15, 10:30. And about 5 days ago, I didn't get a call one night. And I was really tired. I just went to bed. I thought, well, maybe my phone's ringer was off. In the morning, I got worried. She wasn't on the internet. And this is a friend I have who has a lot of health problems. So I went over to her house, knocked on the front door, nothing, back door, nothing, locked, tapped on the window. I took the screen off and I climbed in, and she was on the floor. She walks with a walker. She'd been there for several hours. And I called 911 because she couldn't even sit up, blood on the floor. And they said if it was any later, she would have been dead. Now she's in rehabilitation, and she's almost completely back to where she was. So
God bless you, man.
People. Thank you. I had to take a screw off of the screen and crawl in through the window, hoping no one would call the cops on me. But, you know, we need to really keep an eye out for our friends who are not healthy, and to help them out when we can, because that's what we're all here for.
Yeah, I agree, man. God bless you for saving that woman. That's a beautiful story, and that's what we need to hear. You know, I like to get everyone kind of riled up because, you know, I mean, this is war, and in stories like that, this is another reason that people tend to, you know, flock this way, is because, you know, stories like that being shared. There's a lot of negativity. There's a lot of sadness happening right now. I know I'm a little too open sometimes on Twitter. And man, I'm telling you, I've been feeling it, you know, tenfold. It's pretty tough, and you know, it's good to hear stories like that, man. It really does. It really boosts the morale.
Yeah. It's we're here to help each other, and that's what we're here for. And I'm still open to sometime coming on and talking about UFOs and stuff. I just did my latest show.
Oh, Aaron. Okay. Yeah, bud. Okay, good. Yeah, man. Whenever you want to. Whenever you want to.
Yeah. Well, let me know. I want me to give you my number over the phone. My phone number is printed on the internet, so someone could find it if they wanted to. Want me to just give it to you?
If you want to give it to me, I mean, that's totally fine. Go for it.
920. 737 6781. It spells report one. 920 report one. How do you like that?
Awesome, man.
Like if you see a UFO, call me up.
Awesome. Oh, Aaron, I'm sorry. Yeah, I it's good to hear from you, man. And you know, I wasn't right when you said UFO. Okay, you know, everything clicked, and I definitely want to talk about this. Me and Red Pill talked about you the other day. And, you know, I definitely want to get you on. I would love to, man, we'll talk. Okay. I will call you and we'll talk. How about that?
Groovy like a record.
There you go, Aaron. I love it when you call in, man. I'm fascinated with all of that stuff. And I can promise you I'll ask you some really good questions. Okay,
great. Thanks for taking my call, and looking forward to hearing from you. And peace in.
Peace in. Always. Thank you, Aaron, and I'll talk with you soon, okay?
All right. Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye-bye. Oh, Aaron. My gracious, I'm a little embarrassed I didn't know the name. I didn't put a name to the voice. It's okay. Stoked about talking to him. I love UFOs and stuff like that. I love it. We got a ton of people calling in. If you're enjoying the show, please hit that like button. Hey, we hit 1,000 right after the first hour. You guys are great. Let's get more. You guys are killing it. Thank you so much. Texas Patriot 77, good to see you. Melissa Marie, good to see you as well. I hope you guys are enjoying. This is a great, how therapeutic is this, right? How therapeutic is it? I love it. Hey, we got about 1,300 people watching. Beautiful. Trusty Turnip, we miss you. I've missed you too. I really mean that. It's really good to see everyone back. We're kind of vibing. We got some great calls. This is what people need on a Wednesday night. We do it Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So it's really good. It's really nice to be with each and every one of you. I can promise you that. From the bottom of my heart. You have no idea how nice this is. I'm going to go ahead and bring in my man. Oh, where'd he go? He got off. I do love this part. I'm going to wait till after. This is the jam right here, folks. Jamie Howard in Augusta. Shiska, baby, it is the jam. Absolutely. I love that part. I just wanted to play it. It's my show. Let me go ahead. Polar Bear, you got to turn your mic on, my man. I'll get back to you. Let's go ahead and bring in my buddy Shane. Shane O'Mac. What's up, Shane?
What's up, my brother from another?
How are you today? You doing good?
Bro, I'm excited.
Why are you excited?
Because of what you and I have talked about for probably, I don't know, 9 months about the crescendo.
So you think we're at the crescendo right now?
I think it's coming, bro. I think that everything is going to meet and it's going to be like a big ass pimple and it's going to pop.
Yeah. I mean,
I think that the crimes against children, humanity, the corruption, the sedition, the treason is all going to hit at one time.
Yeah, you've been saying that, and I'm going to agree with you on that. I think it has to be like that. Is it going to be before election or after?
I think so, bro. No, I think so. I honestly believe it's going to be in the next 2 weeks.
Wow. Well, I mean, okay, so this is good.
Sooner.
This is a good thing, correct, but this is going to bring mass chaos, bro.
That's why we have 1 million military called up, brother.
Yeah, and I think that's when we're going to say. I think that's when we're going to receive the message. Is that what you think? The text, my fellow Americans?
I think so. And I think that, I don't know, bro, but I think that we're close to suicide weekend.
You think we're close to suicide weekend? Why do you? All right, so give me an example. One example. I literally have about 30 people on the line. It's kind of cool. Yes, tell me.
Because of what Q said. He said in Q drop 700 next week. Mm-hmm. We got the 8 weeks from POTUS. The next 8 weeks. The last 3 weeks, we've had major drops, major confirmations, and now we're at that 4th week, and we have not just one SCOTUS that's going to be confirmed, possibly 2.
You thinking John Roberts is going to step?
100%, bro.
I think he's going to step too, bro, because the president said, he goes, you know, he's like the president. He goes, you know, I'm going to say, he was like, yeah, you know, some presidents don't even get 1, but we could, we have 2, maybe 3, 4, 5. And when he says that, he's batting 1,000, Shane. He's batting 1,000. He's never been wrong. I guarantee you he gets at least 5.
Bro, I'm telling you right now, and he said the 2 women that he wants, he's going to get those.
Yeah, the story's written.
He told us on Friday night that he's Q+.
He told us on Friday night, which was the Ohio rally?
Yeah, he said 17 plus me.
17 in reference to what? Do you remember?
It was the people that were with him, and then plus me.
Wow. Yeah, that's pretty significant. I saw people talking about that on Twitter. I was out of town, so I did not see that. But very interesting. I like that, Shane. Yeah, direct communications, right?
DM me your damn number, bro.
I'm not on the air.
No, DM me, bro.
I thought you said give me your number. I was like, not on the air. Yeah.
I'm in twit mode right now.
Okay.
All I can do is DM, but I
have 57 text messages. That is insane.
Dude,
all right, Shane. I certainly will, man. Let me hit up some other people so I can. I know we still got 45 minutes left in the show, but I definitely want to.
Dude.
All right, buddy. I appreciate it. Good points.
All right, love you.
Love you too, man. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Shane O'Mac. We got some great callers on the line. I can promise you that. You guys are killing it. 1.1 likes. I'm digging it. This is like old numbers, baby. You think you can hold it down? Can they hold us down? Not with the hand of God on each and every one of us. Not with the protection that I pray for every single night over my livelihood, over this channel, over this platform, which is our platform. Just pray, guys. Listen. I'll drop a tweet and say, listen, if I'm going through something, prayers would be nice and appreciative. And those get like 2,100 likes. 700 comments. That's powerful, people. That's powerful. And we'll end the show. We're going to end the show with the group prayer. We need to start doing it. I'm telling you. We need to start doing that. And we will. We're going to do it tonight because we need protection over this platform, over this channel, the coziest corner of the internet that's bringing you happiness, blissfulness, mirth. You're laughing. I guess I can kind of make you guys laugh a little bit if I can get absurd. I like to do that. So just letting you know, that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. I like doing it at the end, Trusty Turnip, because there's more people watching. The beginning, the algorithms don't go out because of the garbage that they link to this channel and other truther channels. So unfair. I can't wait till I don't even want the internet regulated. I want it to be the Wild Wild West. You can say anything you want to. Obviously, you can't have pedo stuff on there, but the NSA is monitoring all that kind of stuff. You don't think they know about these people? Of course they do. Don't regulate it. Make it wide open. Wide open. I'm going to bring in my boy. Star 6.
Hey, what's going on, bro?
Patriots. Polar Bear, what is up? Polar Bear Smack, everybody. What's up?
What's going on, Patriots? How y'all doing out there? Listen, I'm calling in because I want to thank you, Thomas, man. Thank you for, spreading that message of, praying for my family, praying for my wife, man. I appreciate you guys, man. I love you guys to death, man. Seriously.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Work, man. You know what I mean? She felt the prayers. She cried. She read them. She read all the posts from all the Patriots that, that posted. I thank you guys so much for that, man.
Yeah, you guys, if you didn't know, Polar Bear's wife got really sick. He called me personally, and we spoke for about 10 minutes. And the
whole time you didn't even say anything. I just cried on the phone.
Yeah, he was crying.
Be honest, bro. It's all
yeah,
right.
I mean, you were. I mean, you were, and it scared me. It scared me, and I was just like, I said, I'll do anything. Your family's in my prayers. I said, anytime you want to call me personally, you're more than welcome to. And I said, yeah, I'll help you out as much as I can. And prayers work, bro. I know they do. And the protection over this channel is why I reiterate that time and time again, because I can promise you, it really does work.
It does. And my wife she's sitting home with me right now, so I'm definitely excited about that. Thank you guys so much. The power of prayer is real. This is definitely going to be biblical. It is biblical. Put on that full armor of God, Patriots, and just know that we are gonna make it through this, and we're gonna be all right.
I agree, man. Polar Bear, I do appreciate you calling in. And always, you're always a part of this channel. You're always, Anytime you can call me, and I think of you as a friend. We're warriors in this, as is everyone in the chat. Everyone who's calling in, we're all warriors, and as Polar Bear said, yeah, we're definitely going to get through this together with the armor of God upon us.
We are. Listen, I'm not going to hold you any longer because I know we got thousands of Patriots on this line right now, ready to rock and roll. Listen, Patriots, man, I love you guys, man. Thomas, I love you, bro.
Love you too.
Definitely a superstar. You know what I mean? Everyone sees you. President Trump sees you. Flynn friended you. We all see you, bro. You are a man of the people.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it, man. I'll always be there for you. I can promise you that.
Thank you, Thomas, man. I appreciate you, brother.
We'll talk soon, okay?
Definitely. You guys know that good saying, where we go one, we go all.
Where we go one, we go all. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Thank you so much for calling. It's good to hear your voice.
All right, you guys. You guys have a good night. Thank you, brother.
All right, man. Take care. Later. Polar Bear from our old show, Wake 'em Up Wednesdays. Severe Anon was a part of that as well. It's a good man right there, folks. It's a good man. We got another good man on the line. I like talking. We got two people on here that I definitely want to get to. I know some people are waiting, so I'll go ahead and take. We'll go ahead and take 7288. 7288. Welcome to the show. All you have to do is hit *6 to unmute. Hey, what's up?
What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm doing good. Who's this?
Lenny from New Jersey.
Good God, where have you been?
Work, man, work. Yeah.
I thought about you the other day, bro. I was like, where has he been? You and Aaron from Arizona. I'm like, where are my boys at?
Yeah.
What's up, man? How's it going?
Pretty good. Had a little run-in today at the park.
Say it one more time.
I said I had a little run-in today at the park. Somebody didn't like my MAGA hat.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Got to be careful, man.
Yeah, but it was funny. So she actually had the goal to say, I hope your fucking car, excuse my language, I hope your effing car blows up.
They're crazy, aren't they? They're nutso.
Yeah. And then I just shake my head. I say, yeah, real tolerant. And I just keep walking. And then somebody came by and was like, hey, are you okay? And then the lady was like, oh, he's a racist, meaning me. And then she said that about me, but the lady who asked if I was okay, she's black. And then she goes, no, he's not a racist. She goes, I've seen him here before. He's always been very, very polite. He's always waved to me. People like you, on the other hand, are the type, I know your type. You called the police on me because I'm black and I live in the burbs.
Wow.
She goes in, because of people like you're the reason why I'm voting for Trump.
This happened today?
This happened today. The lady, her jaw is...
Bro, you must have been smiling from ear to ear, bro.
Yeah. She goes, he's not the racist. The Trump supporters, they're not the racists. People like you are the racist, the white liberals. I know your type. You say you care about black people, but you don't care about black people. You live nowhere near us, and then you come into the inner city, you destroy your city, and then when we actually move up in life and make it on our own and move into the burbs, you call the cops on us when we're in your neighborhood because you think, oh, they're out to rob us. No, fuck you, she said.
Wow. What a great story. That's two great stories today, man. That's awesome. Yeah. I love it. So, I mean, I don't know. I think this is going to be a landslide, bro, don't you?
I do, because people, they're waking up. Most people, they're apolitical. I mean, they don't really follow politics too much, but they know that the economy is doing good. The economy is getting better. Their lives are better. People's lives under Trump are better. He puts America first, and that's the way it's supposed to be.
Correct.
Because, they take an oath to uphold the Constitution, put Americans first. We're not an orphanage. Yeah, it's nice to do nice things for people, but there's a process to go through. You come through the front door, not the back door.
Exactly. You know, Lenny, you know, that's a great story, and that's got a lot of people pumped up, man. I'm proud of you, and, you know, that's what I'm saying, man. I think the hand of God's on all of us, and I don't think anything would happen to you. I think you were protected, man. And you had that lady justify you.
Yeah.
You know? And that's a good day, man. That would go down in my book as a good day.
Yeah, really good day. Oh, and then the other day, yesterday, my congressman called me because I talked to him about vote by mail, and he was like, yeah, we're suing the governor. I don't know if we'll win, but we're trying to sue the governor so that we can vote in person, because the way we're doing it, just them sending ballots to everybody, it's not good. Because here in New Jersey, they just found out that from the primary, there was like 16,000 ballots that were never counted. They were in a mislabeled bin at the post office. A post office worker, 3 months later, she found them in a bin, mislabeled. And then they were like, oh, well, we called the attorney general for the state and we counted all the ballots and it didn't change anything. So I'm like, but even if nothing changes, do we really want to put something as sacred as the election, something so important as the election, in the hands of the post office, that these mistakes happen?
Right.
And
yeah, I mean, they'll cheat. That's the only way they can win. And when they get caught, they should go straight to jail, bro. One-way ticket.
Should.
Yeah, man. Lenny, I hope you call in more, man. It's good to hear from you.
Yeah, good to hear from you too.
You call back in. I hope you get unbusy and you're able to call. We do it Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You know this.
Yeah, man.
I'll talk soon with you, okay? You be safe out there.
You too, man.
Talk soon.
Later, bro.
Later, bud. I'm so glad I picked up on that number. Lenny from New Jersey's been with us for a long time. It's good to hear. I'm so stoked that we have this. I'm in a good mood, guys. I'm in a good mood. I'm feeling good. Guys, we got some donations that I had I love this song. I had my OBS closed, so I didn't get to see them. Deflustrated, as always. I love all of you, my family. You are so amazing. Deflustrated, thank you so much for the donation of the 5 bones. Mirth Daddy, love you, buddy. Thanks for all you do. Mirth Daddy, thank you so much for the 5 bones as well. And Mikey D, Glenn Beck confirmed, told he wasn't allowed to speak about it when he was on Fox. Wow, confirmed it. They had those earpieces right when that GS name, when it was named. You can't say George S. or O, right? Can't say it. Because that's who is funding them as well. Can't say it. It's anti-Semitic. You're crazy. Mikey D, thank you for the 3 bones. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da. Guys, P.S. We also have the P.O. Box. It's down the street from me, about 2 blocks. So if you want to send anything, information, gifts, whatever you want to do, you can send them to the P.O. Box. If one of the mods would drop that link in the chat, I would really appreciate it. And we did a box unboxing. Oh my goodness, that was about a month ago, and it was amazing. It was so great. So if you want to send more, and I'll read whatever you want me to online, and I'll show everyone whatever you send. It's always something beautiful, and it's very meaningful, and I really appreciate it. So again, the P.O. Box, there it is. Shan dropped it. P.O. Box 586, Greenville, South Carolina 29602. So hit that up if you want to send some stuff, and I'll check it twice a week, or twice a month rather. So hit it up if you want to. Stop the go. What's up, my man? Good to see you. Good to see you. Let's go ahead and take Batman. Batman has been making a regular appearance on the show. Batman, hit *6 to unmute. I'll wait on you as we jam out. Batman, what's up?
Not a lot. How are you doing? You look fresh. You look like you got some rest.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I feel good. What's on your mind tonight, Batman? What's going on?
I got something interesting. I think something I read, and yeah, I'll just throw it at you. So everything's made up of molecules, and
Okay.
molecules are made up of protons, electrons, and neutrons. Those are made up of quarks, and quarks are just tiny balls of energy. So everything, including the air, including our bodies, all material is made out of quarks, which are tiny balls of energy. So in essence, I guess everything is just kind of connected through energy.
Right. So everything is connected as energy. Is that what you were saying?
Yeah. So frequencies are, they disrupt energy. They can disrupt it, control it, they manipulate it. And a lot of our media, a lot of music. I don't know if you've looked into the frequency of music, the change that happened right after World War II.
Absolutely. I know all about that. Yes.
Right. Okay. So all of these things around us, even the electronics in our homes, everything, if they wanted to, it maliciously could be putting off a frequency. But it's good to get out of range of these objects and items and influences, and get out into the wilderness, out in the mountains, as you said. And I'm a little jealous that you got that time to yourself. But I just kind of want to let you, reaffirm that, yeah, that was a really good thing, man, because I can tell it did a lot of good for you.
Yeah, I was bottomed out, bro. I think I was being. I'm gonna be honest with you. I really think I was being spiritually attacked. And I mean, Shannon on, and one of my mods, been with me forever. She knew something was wrong. A lot of people who know me pretty close knew that something was wrong, and I had to get out. I saged my house, my apartment, and then I went to the mountains because I honest to God, I was frozen with anxiety at one point. I mean, I'm not like making this up. I was physically frozen for about 5 minutes from anxiety, and I didn't know what to do.
Yeah, you got to take it easy. You can't let it get to you like that. You're really important to the fight. You got.
Yeah, I mean, I understand that. I think that maybe because of what this all is that we have here, this little area that we're able to come to. I think that evil, which is all around us, good is all around us. Maybe it latched on to me and was trying to pry away at my weaknesses.
Yep.
Was not good.
I believe that evil works in frequencies as well. Just in the, I don't know what you call it, metaphysical or just the way that frequencies work with our bodies. That just has to be it. I mean, just the subconscious suggestion and the weight that you can get on you sometimes. And I get that. This the harder your fight in this fight, the more you're going to be attacked. The more the bigger the bigger the impact, the more important it is to kind of like get you out of the way. So I'm glad you're hanging in there, and I don't want to take up all your time. But yeah, I appreciate you. You still post your videos, and I'm glad you got back on your live calls.
Yeah, man. We haven't done this since last Wednesday, so it's really good. It's really good that we were able to, bring it back. And I can promise you, this is a good thing, not just for me, but for everyone. I think everyone really appreciates kind of the vibe that we carry on here. And I'll be honest with you, man. I don't know if you were on. I don't know if you were watching last Wednesday when we did the live stream, but the live stream was really messed up, and I was in a really bad mood. Things were messing up within the chat. It was just nothing was good, and I think it all started the Sunday before that. A lot of stuff took place on the Sunday before that, and I think it carried over for a while. And when I saged my house, I might have stirred something up even more. So I'm just glad that it's behind us now. We move forward, and you can see if you're able to read the chat in real time. Shannon says it was nuts. People are saying it was really funky. Just not a good experience for a lot of people. So, but Batman, I really appreciate it. I see you every time you call. I appreciate you. With the good information, man. You're a good caller, and you come in crystal clear.
That's awesome. That's good to know. Well, yeah, you keep on fighting, and I'm going to keep on watching. All right.
All right, bud. I appreciate it. I'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
All right, bye-bye. Batman, everybody. Batman. Again, guys, if you want to, real quick, from Shaner, my brother, for all your hard work. Thank you so much, Shane. I appreciate it for the 17 bones. Thank you, my friend. I like how it flashes across the screen. Everyone gets to see it. It goes straight to the PayPal, by the way. They don't deduct nothing. So that's another way you can help support this channel financially is through PayPal and Patreon. I want to get the Patreons up just in case this thing all goes to hell in a handbasket. Those you Patreon members, my God. By the way, if you are a Patreon, direct messaging. You send me a message, I'll get right back to you. Give it a day, I'll get right to you. Edward Pruitt says you should pray aloud, Thomas. Just a thought. I pray aloud every time I pray. Just letting you know. And the way that you can super chat if you want to, just like many other Patriots. Christina Love dropped the link if you want to hit it up. I want to bring in my friend from Australia, from abroad, CJ, calling in *6 to get on the phone. CJ, I'll wait for you. I appreciate everybody. We're up to 1.2 thousand likes. I really appreciate it. CJ, what's going on, my man?
Hey, Thomas, how are you, brother? You cooking with gas, my man?
I feel as though tonight we are cooking with gasoline. This is a very positive evening, is it not?
Yeah, mate. Well, where I am, it's still a leper colony over here, mate. The state of Victoria. God. But they say they're going to maybe alleviate the restrictions this coming Sunday, but that'll probably be 1 hour less on the curfew. We had to be in the house. Everybody in Victoria has to be in their homes by 8 o'clock. But that's ridiculous. But the reason I rang, called you rather, Thomas, Scott Morrison.
Yes, I spoke about him the other day.
Yeah, I saw him on. You said on your podcast, he's definitely a black hat, that guy. So, and I also think Boris Johnson as well. But Trump, I think he's pulled them into line. So hopefully, he's with the trade coming up, once he gets it back into power again for the next 4 years, hopefully Trump will keep them in line. So that Morrison, he belonged to I call it a cult, but it's an M3 thing. It's called Money for Miracles. It's like they you go to church and then they save you, and if you're in a wheelchair, then you walk up out of it. The same with there was a married couple that did it in your country years back. I can't remember their names by now, but he's definitely a black hat, Morrison, but hopefully he's pulled into line. I also wanted to talk a bit about Pine Gap. That Pine Gap in the Northern Territory in Australia would be the second largest CIA operative base outside of the United States in Langley. When it first started in the 1960s, they had approximately 4 radar domes. Now they have 33 radar domes. Now,
what is a radar dome?
Well, they're sort of like the shapes of golf balls. That Pine Gap, they said, the cabal said, started for when NASA was operating in the 70s. But, there's no NASA anymore, basically. So what's it for? It's for satellites, I believe. And they're isolated right out in the Northern Territory. No one can get with anywhere near them. So they, it's the old thing like, who you don't know where they are. They've got something to hide. You know what I mean?
Yeah, somebody says that that's Doppler. I don't know. But I do want to let you know that when I mentioned that, when I was saying that, only one person could go to the grocery store, one family member at a time, in that podcast, I'm referencing you. That was my hat tip to you for when you call in and being such a good supporter of the show. That's me giving a hat tip to you in those podcasts. I just want you to know that.
Appreciate it. But I'll tell you what, our police force here,
Mm-hmm.
I heard through friends of mine that are police officers, they have within the police force, they have a thing to see how many people can get arrested during this COVID thing. And they're laughing about it. You know what I mean?
Do they have weapons? Are they allowed to carry weapons, or are they like England and all they have is like the bully? What are they called? Billy Club.
Our coppers, they carry Glock 40 Smith and Wessons. They're a Glock
Good
40
God.
pistol,
Yeah.
semi-automatic, but and they also have battens and tasers and all that sort of thing. But see, we don't have weapons. We can't fight them. You
Correct.
know? And they treat you like you're a piece of crap. You know?
Good God.
You argue back to them, you're like, you can't even talk back to them. One guy in one of the suburbs, he was on the news. He took out his rubbish bins past the curfew, 8 p.m., and the coppers arrested him, and he had to pay a $1,600 fine. So he went to court during the 6 weeks, but he won the court battle. The judge said, you got to have a bit of discretion, just for taking his rubbish bins out.
Sure.
It's ridiculous. And one of the news channels a few nights ago, every few nights they say, the COVID deaths within Victoria. You know what the number was for the COVID deaths that came up?
What?
666 COVID deaths. Can you believe that? Now
that's nothing.
Yeah.
And the number, I get the number too. Crazy.
Yeah. 666. And I said, bullshit, mate, so.
Yeah.
But anyway, mate, I know you've got other listeners, and it was, nice to chat with you again. And
always a pleasure.
Well, you take care, Thomas, and all the Patriots out there. And g'day, Polar Bear. Hope your wife's all right, mate, and everyone out there. Okay, mate. Catch you all soon.
CJ, take care, man. I hope to talk to you soon.
Thanks, brother.
All right, man. Cheers.
Bye. Bye.
Bye-bye. CJ from Australia. Always good to hear from him. I hope things get better. Yeah, my buddies are talking about, you guys are talking about the same thing in the chat about the 2 officers that were killed in Louisville. I wouldn't even have shown up to work. I wouldn't have. It's a death sentence. If I had a family, nope. Not to battle that. Not to battle that. Call me a coward. I don't care. Would never do it. Silas Barreto. I hope I pronounced that right. From Brazil. My. Thanks for stopping by. That's so crazy we had that reach. Beautiful. It's beautiful, isn't it? Guys, we're at 1.3 likes. Make sure if you're enjoying yourselves, if you're getting that evening dose of mirth and happiness and comfort and just you just have the camaraderie that you've been wanting, that you may not be getting from family members or friends or others, co-workers, you can get it here. I can promise you that. The best way to super chat is through actually PayPal. You can do it through Streamlabs. It'll flash across the screen, but PayPal is really good. But the Streamlab goes right into the PayPal, so it is what it is. It is what it is. We got 15 minutes left in the show. I'm basically looking at about 1,000 things. I'm just getting text messages. I'm looking at the chat. I'm looking at the calls, donations, everything. So it's pretty wild. I'm going to go ahead and take another call real quick. Let's go ahead with 1124. 1124, what's up?
On, man?
Hey, who's this?
How's everything, man? This is Saxman Rick from California.
Hi, Rick. How are you?
Please store my number because I plan on calling in many times in the future. I've been listening to you since I think it was like when you first started back in 2016.
Mm-hmm.
And I recently, just Monday, I did my first ever show, and I did a thanks to 8 people, and you were one of them because you, over the last several years, and these other guys like Brendan Dilly and Brandon Tatum and people like that are helped me learn to say no to my fear of being able to talk about Trump and all the good things that are happening in this world without fearing backlash.
Mm-hmm.
The only problem is that when I did my show, my wife went chaotic on me. And I started to find out that she may say she's semi on my side when it comes to values, but for her to do that, I fear that she's a liberal hardcore at her core because her family is as well. And I was wondering if you had any advice what can I do to maybe remedy that situation between her, because it just since Monday it's caused such a tear between us, and she literally wants me either to leave if I want to do my own show or stay and not do a show, and I'm so torn, bro. And
listen,
you're the first person I can think of.
Listen, if people have been with me since the beginning, there are people that have been with me since the beginning. I used to do this show out of a closet. And one day my ex-wife comes in and yells, "Turn it off, turn this crap off." And it was a turning point where it was either I needed, if I do this, I was very passionate, and I'm still extremely passionate about this. Listen, I made this decision that it's really hard to change someone. I'm not going to get too personal, but it's really hard to change someone. And listen, you got one chance. If you want to do this, do this. But if you think that you can mend, you know your wife. I don't know your wife. I don't know you. So it's like, if you think you can mend things with her and move on, that's difficult to be in a relationship with someone who you do not see eye to eye with, because the values of a conservative, the values of a liberal are not parallel. They're not eye to eye is what I meant to say. You can't change someone.
So afraid of the backlash. She's so afraid of the backlash from everybody else, and I'm at the point where I'm not afraid of it anymore. So we're not at the same page. Mm-hmm. Is there anything you think I can maybe tell her that she doesn't have anything to worry about, or
yeah, I mean, you should. So she's worried about the backlash of what? You losing your job or something?
She's worried about the backlash of what people might say, because I'm a professional musician. I've been out in the world for years and years. And she was like, a lot of those people that follow you are friends of mine, and my family follows you, and I don't want the backlash from them and all this kind of stuff. And I'm like, well, yeah, but this is something that I believe in truly. Can't you just support me in it?
Right.
And she's just really having a hard time doing that, bro.
Listen, I'm just telling you that I was exactly where you were 2 years ago. The exact same place. And I said, we were fighting terribly, and I had to make a decision. Do I want to keep doing the 9-to-5 job where, I'm working for, a vendor, like a Budweiser or a Pepsi or something like that? That's what I was doing, driving 18-wheelers hurting my back every day, or do I want to do something creative? You're a musician. I play music as well. When you have that creative outlet, your mindset changes. You change as a person. You grow as a person, and I have grown so much since doing that. I'm not telling you what to do. I will never tell you what to do. But I'm letting you know, man, if you want to do this and you have someone in your way that holds you back from being happy, it may be, I would definitely take a look at that.
Yeah, I feel you, bro. And you're the reason why I called you and asked you was because I remember back in the day that something was going on. I'm like, could it be that? And I didn't want to, I never wanted to ask and personal, but I
sure.
kind of felt like, and so I felt so horrible for you for so long. And that's why I've been listening freaking every day, I just don't usually call because I don't have time.
It's okay.
But literally, I've been sitting in a parking lot for like an hour and a half waiting to talk to you just because I appreciate everything that you've done, bro. And between you and Brendan Dilly, because he's one of my life coaches, I actually work with him directly. And
excellent,
man, dude, you guys have like blown me away when it comes to letting go of my fear. And so now I don't fear anything, and I don't even fear losing my wife. And unfortunately, but at the same time, I'm like, I'd rather you be a part of this, or at least be a part of my life, and then you don't have to listen to it. You know what I mean? So I'm willing to really compromise with her, but I kind of feel like one of these days she's going to make me compromise the other way. And I just don't know if I can do that.
Well, listen, do go with your gut, go with your instincts with this. I'm just telling you that I went through the same thing. Again, I don't know how your wife reacts to this. Maybe you can do it privately somewhere. You don't want to be secretive with your wife though, but it's that's a sticky situation. I took one route and, I feel better for it. I was with this person for 15 years and it still hurts. It still sucks, but you have to make a decision. Do I want to live this life? Or do I want to approach something that maybe God has given me this talent to maybe do this? Think of how many people I've helped. You just have to, like Shan just said, just be true to yourself. It's the thing.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I agree, bro. Thank you so much. I will be calling in more often if I can. I think
do so.
One compromise we might work out is that if I just do a show and say put it on a platform where a different platform from my music platform, so like on like Parlor or Cloud Hub or something where it's separate from my music, she's like, maybe that would be a compromise. And I'm like, hey, you know what? That's fine, but I can't guarantee that nobody's going to want to share what they're seeing, and it could come back to you somehow. So I just believe in this cause so much. My eyes have been so woken up. It's ridiculous. And I saw one of your commenters say he's growing, and in the last 4 years I've read to so many people in person, but I just wanted to take that next step because I'm a techie guy and I'm a musician and everything like you. I love what you guys do, and I've just been so anxious to do it. And
do it.
So if I do it and when I jump in full stream, I just want you to know, bro, that it predominantly has to do with because of you, and I really appreciate you. Thank you.
That's so kind of you, man. I really appreciate that. Listen, pray to God, man. Pray to God. Ask him what you should do. I know you're all about that, man, and that's where you're going to get the best signs. That's where you'll get your answer, bro.
Thank you, Thomas, and thank you to all your listeners, bro. Appreciate it.
You take care, my man. Thanks for calling in.
All right, bye-bye.
Good luck to you. Bye-bye. All right, guys. I can't take any more calls, sadly. But I definitely wanted to thank each and every one of you who called in. Beautiful people. What an amazing night. What an amazing night. Real quick, Matt Case, thank you so much for the 1776 bones. He says, panic. Here comes the boom. Dunking on him, right? Thank you so much, Matt Case, for the super chat through Streamlabs. I really appreciate it. It means a lot to me. You have no idea how much it helps. Yeah, all of it goes just to save. It's just saving it. Just in case the S hits the fan, my friend. That I can promise you. guys, I want to thank each and every one of you who donated, who left a like, who shared this stream, who subscribed, who called in. I want to say thank you to all the mods today: Shan, Navy Vet, Sunny Skies, Christina Love, and the other ones that stopped by. I really appreciate it. This is a special time for us to be here. It's a special time. I can promise you that. I know we wanted to end with a prayer real quick. I'll go ahead and do that. So if you guys want to go ahead and bow your heads, we'll go ahead and give thanks for what we have. I'll go ahead and start. Heavenly Father, thank you for bringing us all together here today. I know that you are putting your hands of love and comfort. You're healing us. You are relieving us of anxiety and depression and sadness and sorrow, and you are replacing it with strength, Lord. And for that, I am forever grateful. I'm forever grateful for the people that you have put me in contact with. I'm forever grateful for the voice that you've given me, the platform that you've given me, so that I can reach out to so many people, and that we are all able to come together as one and put our love and our energy together in respect to you and what you've given us. Heavenly Father, always know that we are here for you. We believe in you. We appreciate you. And we will always fight for you, Lord. And for that, we are all forever grateful. In your loving name, in Jesus' name, we pray. Amen. So, guys, I do want to say thank you for stopping by. And that prayer was for all of you. I'm very appreciative of everything that you guys do. I can promise you that. And I'm just grateful. I really am grateful. And I really needed this tonight. And all love right back to you. I'm so glad that we have this. And I felt it was strong too, Minnie, not your business. I felt that was strong. So anyways, guys, I hope you have a beautiful night. We will check back in on Friday. My son comes into town on Saturday, and we're going to hang out. So I will talk to you guys tomorrow, right? Oh, no, Friday, but podcast tomorrow. New podcast and a special Saturday conspiratorial podcast. So again, guys, I will talk to you all tomorrow. I hope you have a blessed day. Be safe out there. Say a prayer for Louisville tonight. Say a prayer for the citizens and the police officers of Louisville. It's going to get rocky, but this is the path that we are on. It's always darkest before the dawn. Stay true to your family. Stay true to your loved ones, your friends. Stay true to your God. And always know, guys, it's always an honor for me to be on the front lines with each and every one of you day in and day out. Because as you know, in the end, where we go one, we go all. God bless you all, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Guys, if you found what you just watched informative and you enjoyed it, then please subscribe to the True Reporting family today. There are many ways to support this channel, like our Patreon link, our PayPal link, and our TRUreporting.us official website link in the description box below. Join the True Reporting family today and be a part of history, because where we go one, we go all.